Hello, everyone. My name is William Dillhunty, and thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to make a real short video today, and I'll try to make it as short as possible anyway. A long time ago, one of my mentors gave a presentation on the Goldmine Attitude. And I'll give credit to that person. His name is Larry Thompson, very successful in the personal entrepreneurial business world. And the Goldmine Attitude really affected my life in a positive way in my business endeavors. And it doesn't really matter what business you're in. If you're in the business of sales, if you're in the business of shoe sales, car sales, real estate sales, it doesn't matter. Mortgage sales, which was my industry, is my industry. It doesn't matter. The Goldmine Attitude is prevalent no matter what industry you're in, whether it's home sales, whether it is direct sales, whether it is in marketing, internet marketing, or whatever that might be. The Goldmine Attitude that was shared with me 25 years ago, easily, still holds true today. So let me go ahead and share a little bit about what I learned or what I've taken away from the Goldmine Attitude all those many years ago. The reason I'm thinking about it right now is because I was recently reminded that there's gold mines everywhere. A friend of mine named Scott, he met me at a seminar last year. His name is Scott Kloster. And thank you, Scott, for showing me your gold mine. And he introduced me to somebody who already knew because he's a legend in his industry. He's also a best-selling author. And he's just got a very real presence. He's a public speaker. He's a mentor. He's a personal coach. And he's also a businessman who's created many millions. He's created many millionaires. He's created and promoted and marketed products for the last 26 years. So when I had a chance to be introduced to this guy by my friend Scott, at first I didn't believe it. I forgot that gold mines exist, right? And a couple of months later, then I stopped hearing from this guy, and I thought, wait a minute. This guy was talking to me about a person who I had as a mentor from afar, that I admired his work ethic. I admired what he's done. I admire what he's giving back to the world. And because he's giving so much back to the world, he's getting so much back in response. And that is a business paradigm that I've tried to follow in some of my more traditional business aspects. And so when I stopped hearing from Scott, I thought, wait a minute, I'm going to lose an opportunity here. No matter what I'm doing or whatever it is, I know I needed to hook up with this person. And having Scott shown me his gold mine, and then being around these thinkers again that I've been desiring to talk to, people I've wanted to connect with again. My circle of influence is here today, gone tomorrow. I'm a contract worker, and so when I go into a business and do what I do for that business, it's over, it's gone. And the relationships that I build through there are just as fleeting. Because to be anything more than that would be almost improper in those arenas. So I really do appreciate those gold mines that I've been reminded of. Now, after being mentored by my friend Robert, and having spent the last 4 months around this environment, I realized that even in my business, in the contract business, the gold mines are everywhere. And that has been so evident in my in this summer of really opportunities for me to take a look at and expand my horizons. And so I wanted to share with you that story to get to this story, the Goldmine Attitude. Imagine it is a Sunday. It is a beautiful Sunday. The sky is just crystal blue, and it's 5:30 in the morning. You're up. You don't know why you're up. You're springing out of bed. You run out into the living room. You're looking outside the window there, and you see the sun is just coming over the hills, and it's beautiful. You know it's going to be one of those special days. So you run into the kitchen, and you're just excited. You're looking around. You grab yourself a glass of orange juice, and oh man, this is good. You listen inside the house, and it's silent. Everyone's still asleep. The wife is asleep. The kids are asleep, and you're thinking, wow, this is so peaceful. You look outside again, and the sun again is starting to creep up over the hills, and you're thinking, wow, why am I so awake? Why do I feel so good? I just know something good is going to happen today. I hope you've had one of those days. And so you walk outside, you smell the air, you listen, and you notice there's not very much car noise. There's usually some road noise from where you live, and it's quiet. It's eerie. You go back into the house, you look into the bedroom, you see the kids sleeping, you see the wife sleeping, and then at that moment you look back, you're going back out into the kitchen, you see your keys on the counter. You grab those keys, you run out to the garage, and you jump into your car. Wait, I gotta get out of my pajamas. Whatever pajamas you wear. Don't want to hear about it. So you go back in, you put on your trousers, you put on your shirt, your tennis shoes, jump in your car. Now you're flying down the road and you're going out to those foothills. Because where you live, those foothills just above your house, about 30 minutes away, overlook the entire valley. And it's just a beautiful day to look at, especially as the sun comes over that hill and gleams on the valley. So you drive up there and you just smell in the air, your arms hanging out there. You know, sometimes you poke your head out the window and it's just, you know, like the dog, you're enjoying it all. Get up to the hill. You find one of your old favorite roads. You know that there's a great view up there. And so you drive up that side of the road. There's some houses perched there. And then up ahead, over to the right, there's a road that you've always wanted to go up, but you never have before. You just never had the opportunity or whatever. But today you go up that road. A little ways up, and then it starts, you realize the road's disappeared. You know there was a road there. You're just on it. Above, a little bit of ways ahead, you see a plateau. But the road's all overgrown with grass. You know nobody's been up this road in, it looks like, years. So you keep driving up over the grass, and you know there's a road there, you hope, and you get up to this plateau, you park your car. You get out, shut the door, and you lean back, and you're looking at the most beautiful vista you've ever seen. You couldn't believe that a view from where you live, the hills overlooking your house and the entire town. You couldn't believe a view this beautiful existed. And you just breathe it in and just feel so grateful. And as you look around, over to your right, you see something that makes you really curious. And you're not quite sure about what it is. So you go to investigate. And as you get closer to where this not quite apparition is, you realize that what you're looking at is an obvious cave covered up by brush, and it looks like the brush has all been put there on purpose. So you're thinking, oh, you get a little nervous. What's underneath the brush? What's in the cave? What's going to eat me? I don't know. Nobody knows I'm here. Could be a mountain lion living there. I don't know. But man, I'm telling you, you're looking at that and you're thinking, I got to know what's in that cave. This is weird. Why did somebody cover it up? It could be an old gold mine. I don't know. Maybe it's a silver mine. There's silver mines in my town. So you go and you start throwing the brush away and you start, right? You're taking it all away. What do then? You look inside the cave. And just enough sun is coming up, enough light that it's gleaming inside the cave, and you can see a little bit, it curves over to the right. And it looks safe. There's nothing on the ground. You didn't see anything in the brush. So you creep into the cave, a little bit nervous. You got that, you know, you're kind of catching your breath. You don't know what's around the corner. It could be that mountain lion you were afraid of, right? And man, that's a metaphor in itself. So as you go around the corner and you're looking in the cave, you're just stopped. You're frozen. And you don't know what you're looking at. You're nearly paralyzed with what you see. You're afraid to move because you think something might be watching you. But what you're looking at is floor to ceiling, wall to wall, a cave of gold coins. And you can't believe it. You're just frozen, and it's with awe. You don't know what to do. You look over your shoulder. You look outside the cave. You kind of duck out of the cave, and you're wanting to find out if anybody saw you go in there. Maybe it's a trap. And you look around for sure, and you think, I don't know. You go back into the cave, and you grab one of these coins, and you bite it. And you know that it's real, right? It just soaks, your teeth marks are in this gold coin now. So you jet outside the cave, you run down to your car, and you start up your car and you drive it as close to that cave as you possibly can. And you start piling these gold coins inside your car. It's in the front seat, it's in the back seat, it's in the trunk. And man, by the time you go home, if it was dark, right, your car's cruising like this and the headlights are hitting the top of the trees, right? So you get home finally. It's around 10 o'clock in the morning now, right? You got up really early. This didn't take too long. I mean, you hustled to get that stuff in there. Your wife sees you coming in and she comes out to meet you in the driveway and says, "Where have you been?" And you say, "I can't tell you now. Open the garage door." So she opens the garage door. You drive the car in. You slam the garage door. She sees what's in the car. "Where did you get this? I can't explain it right now. Help me unload this stuff." And she does. And you guys are just in a flurry, right? We're putting all that stuff in the garage, and then you hide, right? Slowly, you make sure nobody's in the neighborhood. You open the garage door, you drive back out again, and you say, "I'll be back." And as you go down the road, you realize you're going to need a shovel. You don't have a shovel. You want a new shovel. So you go to the best hardware store. You know, you don't go to the discount stores, right? You get the best shovel you can possibly pay full price for. And it's a big, huge, broad-nose shovel. It's got a lot of strength to it. And then you say, "You know what? I need more than this." So you go to the U-Haul place and you rent a trailer. So you rent this trailer and this truck, and you pile it all right in this tarp. You got the tarp to cover the gold, and you drive on up there and you fill it up again, and you notice something's weird. You shrug it off. You drive back home again, unload everything, and as you go back up for your third load, you're looking into the cave, and you're always looking around, right? Not knowing who's watching, if there's anybody watching at all, and you realize that something's weird. Really weird. So is what you do is you take a stick and you mark a line in the dirt. And when you go and deliver the third load, you come back for the fourth. And sure enough, your suspicions are verified. There's more gold in the cave now than there was when you started. And at this point, you get excited. But you also get concerned. If you don't get all this stuff out at the rate it's growing, it's going to grow outside the mouth of the cave, and everybody's going to know about it, and so you lose your gold mine. So it's what you do is you realize you need help. So what do? You run down to your brother-in-law's house, right? And you say, "Hey, come on, help me." He's in the middle of a football game. It's almost the half of the game. It's 2 minutes to go before the half of the game. Your team is about to score. It's already tied. It's not the end of the game, right? It's only going to the half. And what are you going to do? Sit there and wait? Are you going to tell him, "Hey, shut off that TV. Listen to me, John"? And then you're going to download this information on John and get him to go and help you with the gold. What do you think he's going to do? "I want to watch the game. Leave me alone." Maybe he does. Then what else do? You go get some other help, right? But anyway, say he says yes. What else are you going to do? Are you going to go to the supermarket and pass out flyers? "Goldmine, come help me." You're going to go to the unemployment office and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm paying gold coins for work. Come and help me." What are you going to do? No, you're going to go to the people you care about first. Because it's important. Because you want to change their lives. So you get your help, you go back up to the gold mine, and you notice there's still more there than what you took out. And you can't help that. So you got to go get more help. You see, this is the Goldmine attitude. If you've got something to share with the world, no matter what your product is, whether you're a doctor, be a great doctor, a lawyer, a great lawyer, whether you're selling anything, whether you're representing anything, whether you're marketing anything, without the Goldmine attitude, you're missing one of the most important aspects of your game, and that's excitement. If you don't believe what you have and what you represent is absolutely all that, then how can you get excited excited about it. It's just a sale. It's just a product. It doesn't mean anything. See, I've got a product that I've created that I'm excited about and I'm passionate about. I don't know how to market it. My mentor is helping me with that. That's right behind my shoulder right here. You have to believe in what you do. You have to believe what you have helps people. The more it helps people, the more gold goes into the cave. The more you share this information, the more gold goes into the cave. The more people take out what they love and what's important to them, the more gold goes back into that cave. That's the Goldmine attitude. And it always follows excitement, because you can't have something that rich, that beautiful, that wonderful, that real, that sincere without having excitement. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. The Goldmine attitude, it always comes with excitement. You'll know if what you're representing is real when you have that excitement within you. I'm excited about so many things right now. My mentor, who's teaching me a lot of this great stuff, reminding me of this stuff. Thank you, Robert. My Flag Keeper product that I put back there. My other companies that are thriving right now. I hope your life is thriving. I hope what you're doing is being good to you and your family and your loved ones as well. You have an awesome day. Thank you very much for listening, and I will talk to you a little bit later. Thanks so much.